Hello chatbox out there. Today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my Thursday and Friday of this week. I hope you guys are all having a lovely end to your week and you're all having a fabulous Friday. On my Thursday I got up after a nice lie-in and I had a nice refreshing shower, had some toast and a cup of tea and listened to a bit of music. I did a bit of drawing and colouring on the colouring app on my phone, which is very therapeutic, loving that. My older brother, dad and brothers had work. Younger sister's up at uni at the moment. Me and my mum were just watching a bit of Murder She Wrote. I messed around on TikTok, uploaded into TikTok, got onto my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, tweeted a bit, listened to a bit of YouTube, like vlogs, and did some funny messing around on TikTok and listened to a bit of music and had my Advent chocolate calendar. Chocolate is just so good for breakfast. I mean, Advent chocolate for breakfast. I mean, chocolate for breakfast, what's not to love? And yeah, I then was just doing a bit of drawing, working on some new illustrations and some new colouring, and I was watching some stuff on Netflix. I watched a bit of Gossip Girl and watched a bit of Vicar Digby off BBC iPlayer, and then on Disney Plus I watched Tangled. Love that film, probably one of my favourite Disney films ever. I was then sorting out my office and my dollhouse and paid with my memory doll and did a bit of work on this new book that I worked on, which is very much like Dynasty, very dramatic, very over the top. Love it, I'm loving it. I'd love to create and write and star in my own TV soap someday. That's the dream. Dream big, aim high, that's what I always say, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I then, for my lunch, I had some Nutella sandwiches. Nutella is just so good, and then I did a few TikToks, drafted those, and I watched Love Actually, which is one of my favourite Christmas songs of all time. The bit where Emma Thompson's character finds out about her husband giving a necklace to that office tart breaks my heart and also makes me so angry at that guy. But yeah, it's such a great film and I just always love watching it. Then I had to drop a letter off to the post box for my mum for our family friends whose birthday is today. So happy birthday on your big birthday today. I hope you're having a lovely birthday. And then I got back and it was bloody freezing out. I was actually so cold. Got back, got up into my bedroom and snuggled up and watched the rest of the day's Neighbours. Wrote it for my journal. My older brother was back from being at work and he went off to rugby training. And then for tea I just had some bacon butties. And I then watched DIYS vs The Big Build. My older sister then popped in to get some parcels from ours that was dropped here. House was looking like a bit of a post office with all the boxes in the hallway, and gave her some vegetarian pasties that my grandma had given us to give to her, and she then headed off home, and I then watched the UK soaps and I'm a Celebrity, and Shane went out last night and is now Jordan, Vern and G left. I'm team G all the way. Come on, last girl standing. And yeah, I'm actually not fussed about who wins now. I think they're all worthy winners. I mean, Jord has come so far. He was scared of everything and he's conquered all of these things, and this also lovely. And I've loved it this year on the show. There's not been any drama, there's not been many arguments, and they've all got on really well. So yeah, that has made it really good to watch. Because I'm not in for the drama. Yeah, I like the soaps, but the world drama, I'm not in for that. Fake drama, yes. World drama, no. And yeah, it's been such a great series this year, and I've actually really enjoyed having it at the castle in Wales. And it's gone so fast, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to tonight to see who's the last two, and yeah, it's very exciting. And Decca is hilarious as well, so they make it so good. It was the Cyclone Challenge last night, and it was so funny, so good. You can see Vern doing one and up. He got quite far, those lanky legs of his, and yeah, it was really good last night. I then was just special on TikTok a bit more, listened to a bit of music, a bit of Michael Bublé's Christmas, a bit of Kylie, did some drawing, a bit of colouring, had a few of my chocolates and that I've got from my little stash that my siblings are always trying to get me to get bits for. them if they're feeling a bit peckish and wanting something sweet. My parents and my siblings were always like, "Dad, if you've got anything in your little stash, I'll always go and word through." And I always have a little secret stash because I know that my siblings, if I put them in the fridge, they'll try and eat them. So I always have to hide my goodies. And yeah, I then went off to bed, tossing and turning. I haven't really been sleeping that well at the minute, probably because I'm sleeping days away anyway. So during night time, I'm always like wanting to sleep but just can't. So I was tossing and turning a bit. Finally got to bed and then got up I was up early as I was meeting two of my colleagues for a catch up. Had a shower, had some crumpets and a cup of warm milk for my breakfast, and my Advent chocolate calendar. Chocolate is just so good out of Advent calendar. I don't know what it is about having it in an Advent calendar, but it just makes it taste so good. My younger brother had work, but he wasn't at work because he's got a bad earache at the moment, and it caused him to be up in the night, so he's not feeling that good at the moment. Bless him, so he's been sleeping a day away. Older brother and sister have work. My dad had work too, and younger sister's at uni. My mum was out watching the news, so she was able to. She called up and was like, "Dad, remember you're meeting your colleagues?" And I was like, "Yes, I know." Thinking that I'd just oversleep, which I probably would have. Like I managed to remember to set my alarm. I even had a little bit of a nightmare that I'd forgotten about it, and I'd missed like the gathering, and yeah. So I was so worried about oversleeping that I ended up having a nightmare about it, and yeah, I'm just crazy like that. And then I made my way up to meet my colleagues outside our workplace. I thought one of my colleagues was going to be picking me up on her way in, but she then texted me, like, "Oh, we'll just meet outside our workplace instead." So I was like, "Okie doke." So I got my coat on and made my way up there, and it was bloody freezing. The wind was so cold, it was making my nose really cold and my face was really cold. I regret not wearing a hat now, which I do have now because my older brother got me one. And I'm sounding a bit croaky, probably because I was singing a few Christmas songs on the way back and feeling super festive now. And yeah, so my throat is a bit hoarse from belting out a few Christmas tunes on the way back. And my colleagues are just great. They're so supportive, so lovely, and it's just so lovely catching up with them. We went off to this great coffee place, and I had a orange hot chocolate, which was so good. Always do the best hot chocolates there. And then we went off for a little walk, not a big walk, just a little walk around, like a little circle, and went to see a couple we know who are regulars at Hot Plus, and their adorable little dog. So I had a nice catch up with them, social distance of course, and they were heading off out anyway. So it was just a nice little chat. They were at theirs and we were on the driveway, and then we went off to Aldi and then had a look around the charity shops, and I helped them pick out a few outfits. Got such great taste. And then one of the colleagues had gone in the flower shop next door to one of the charity shops me and the other colleague were in. So we were like, "Where did she go?" And I had a little hunch, so I went around to the flower shop and saw that she was in there. So I had a nice chat with the lady who was the flower shop, who knows me well because I'm always in there getting flower stamps. I was able to get a few flower stamps from there. We then went and had a look around, saw the other charity shops, and I got one of my siblings an awesome bit of clothing that I was tempted to have for myself, but I've decided nope, I'm going to give it to the sibling instead because I know that they'd really like it. And then one of my colleagues went back to one of the charity shops to get a bit of clothing that she was umming and ahhing about, and then we hugged and said our goodbyes, and they had to head off, and I carried on looking in a few more of the charity shops, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I got from those shops. The first things I got were notebooks. I love notebooks, and I told myself, no more notebooks, Dan, you don't need them, but I'm just so obsessed with stationery and I need to start using them because it's a bit of a waste buying them if you're not going to use them. So I need to start trying to use them and drawing them and writing them and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. No more notebooks after this. I mean it. And I only got these ones because they're small, so I can fit them in my office because I'm literally running out of room to put my stationery because I've got a bit of stationery mad at the moment. So these are nice small ones that I can fit in my office, and they are super adorable. and I love this one with some diamonds on, and then this one with some animals on. They are just so cute. And then I went off to Winifred's, the shop that was inspired by Open Hours, that Open Hours was inspired from, and it's such a great shop. And I got myself some Turkish Delight. I love me a bit of Turkish Delight, rose and lemon flavoured. Oh, I just love rose scented anything really. My mum, ages ago now, we made some rose water cookies with icing and sugar on, and they were so good. This was before my mum was diabetic, and yeah, so she can't make them anymore. We can't have them anymore, which sucks because they are not good. Super unhealthy, lots of sugar, and yeah, which is the best things. The bad things are always the things that are the best and taste the best, which sucks. And then I made way back home, and I've already drafted on notes my little soppy little post I'm going to put up about my 1 year anniversary next Wednesday, my work anniversary, and me and my 2 colleagues I met with today are going to be meeting up next Wednesday for a little walk. We're going to be going to Hackett Wood, which is quite trippy, lots of hills and all sorts of bumps in the road, and I went there with my family friend and my older brother and sister and ended up face planting last time, so I'm a little bit worried about doing that and embarrassing myself. So I let them know, and they're like, don't worry, we'll make sure that you don't. Bless them, hopefully I don't fall over, and yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. One of our other colleagues was going to be joining us, but he's a bit of an introvert. He likes to stay in, he doesn't really like going out that much, so hopefully I'll be able to get him out next Wednesday, fingers crossed, all being well. I then got back, had my lunch. My younger brother came out from hibernating and had some lunch too, and me and my mum just had a nice catch up about how my day out had gone, and I showed the item of clothing I got for one of my siblings, and she thought it was very nice, and I tried it on, and I regret doing that now because it fits me well, but still not going to keep it. And now I only have items of clothing or presents or whatever I can find for my older brother, younger brother and older sister now, so that should be fun, trying to find something for them. And yeah, I am going to the Yates in a few weeks time with my older brother and sister anyway, which is tradition. We normally always do that, go there and have a look around the shops to see what we can get for our siblings. And I've got a Secret Santa already, but I'm going to get one present each for my other siblings as well, just because I can, and I'd like to do that. And yeah, so I then was just listening to a bit of music, and my dad's now back from taking one of the cars out for the drive, which he's giving my younger brother, as he needs a car at the moment because his car has been written off after a bit of someone's car was in the middle of the road. He didn't see it, he had to swerve, and it went under his car and badly damaged the underneath of the car. So he's had to either ride up on his bike or get my mum or one of my siblings to jump out to work at the moment. So he's now going to be using that spare car for now until he gets a new car. And I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, watched today's Neighbours, and did a bit of drawing and worked on some illustrations, and posted the photos of the flowers that I got one out onto my social medias, and they came out really well. I got them from the little flower section in Tesco's, so it's a little bit rushed because there are people walking past and stuff, so I was just like tap tap tap, and then got my lunch and then headed off out because it was getting pretty busy. I saw like 3 or 4 people I knew. I'm just so popular, and yeah, it was really nice having a catch up with a few of those people that I hadn't seen in ages due to lockdown. And then I am just chilling at the moment. Gonna have a bit of my Turkish Delight. Love Turkish Delight so much. Probably give my mum a few, and then probably gonna put these away and write a bit of my journal, do a bit of drawing, and then just chill. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely week. Have a lovely rest of your Friday and a brilliant weekend ahead, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.